everyone. Welcome back to a brand new episode of the ABS show, coming straight to you from
New York City.
If this is your very first time watching us, or if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And we have an Instagram page. Glitz, can you tell them where they can follow us?
They can follow us at the ABS show on Instagram.
Yes, okay. All right, so we're gonna just dig right into today's topic. And Glitz, what's going on?
So today, my fine husband is upset.
Who be that?
Iyanya is in a big battle with Obi Franklin, his past business partner from Made Men Music. So Iyanya has been going on the talk show circuit, talking about the fact that Obi Franklin has cheated him of his rightful money, because they were business partners, and supposedly Obi Franklin was doing a lot of frequency, a lot of shadow boxing and signing stuff that he wasn't supposed to sign. For instance, Tekno, which is one of the big artists out of Nigeria, Afrobeats for Made Men Music, let's say for instance he made 30 million and Iyanya only got 145K in Naira. How much is that?
What?
About $450 a day.
Yes,
Are you
can
sure?
you imagine that? That's what they're saying. No, I don't know if I'm reading right. This is what I read. So the thing about it is that Obi Franklin has been known. People have said that he's been known to do a lot of shady dealings. For instance, Iyanya said he signed the paper, which kind of separated the company or whatever. And he said that when he got the paper, went to go look at the paper in Abuja, the paper had Obi Franklin's brother's information on it and things like that. So somebody else had signed it. So he said that, but Obi Franklin said that Iyanya never liked Tekno and that he was jealous of Tekno because Tekno's music. That's what Obi Franklin said. Obi Franklin brought receipts of 6 signed papers, and so did Iyanya. So they're going back and forth on the circuit. So we don't know who is kind of telling truth or not. But I have an interview of Iyanya, a little clip.
Okay, so let's go back
Let's go to the clip.
You're going to be, because I'm tired of this, and you're messing so many people's lives up. Bro, I'm not trying to run you down. I'm talking to you to change. The reason why I'm coming out to talk like this is because you don't know that you've ruined so many lives. You don't know that you've ruined so many people's minds, and all of them. I believe that in this time that we are in, they will all come out and talk. It's time for you to change. If you're watching me, stop lying. You're shooting yourself on the feet. You're hurting yourself even more when you come out with fake claims. Because you see, people who are watching me now, who know the truth, they are watching your page too, bro. They know you're lying, bro. They know you're lying. I can call their names again, bro. I'm not doing this because I need any favor from anybody. If Tekno, one day Tekno will come out and speak the truth. Even Obi said that he's lying now, one day he will come out and confess to you people. Do you understand what I'm trying?
All right, so this is crazy. I think Tekno posted something on social media.
Yes, he did.
Saying that, listen, these are my
elders.
You need to get it together. My issue here is, things happen. Miscommunications happen and all of that. How about you call your brother on the phone? You call your brother on the phone, talk about it, instead of going on the radio. Social media, crying like a little
Don't talk about my husband like that.
Well, your husband is to get it together. Because your
Iyanya.
husband is acting like a baby right now. And I like Iyanya as well. But Iyanya has no place to talk about cheating.
He's fine.
Because when we talk about cheating, you have cheated in business, in your relationships, and all of that. So who are you to now come in to talk about cheating? Who are you to say that?
Give us the deed. Spill
Oh,
the tea.
please. Did he cheat on Yvonne Nelson or whatever the case might be?
No, she was ready for something more than he wasn't ready for.
Oh, yeah.
Babies.
Please.
Anyways, probably they must have, talked about it, and...
No, they didn't. That's why he went on the radio station.
Probably he must have, reached out to Ubi and, it wasn't forthcoming. So, also, Emma Naira, do you remember
Emma Naira talked about it.
She also spoke out, in conjunction with what Iyanya was also
She's
saying.
on his side.
So the thing is, when it comes to business like this, because Iyanya actually took everything as, friendship, they were brothers, there was so much trust, and he didn't believe, according to what he's saying, he didn't believe that, certain things would go down. So even if you're friends and your brothers, you've been friends for so many years or so, or somebody, brought you out of the dunghill or whatever, business is business.
Right.
Documentation is documentation.
Absolutely.
Especially in Africa where we can actually put relationships and brotherhood ahead of business. Who in be before? Don't be carrying who you sabi. I'm here help you now. Why you going to talk rubbish ahead? So business is business, documentation is documentation. Y'all, they should go all the way down and, put proper documentation, especially for those who are just, coming up. And I hope they settle this amicably. It's really really messy.
I hope that there's a good light that comes from this, because a lot of times all this, especially in the entertainment industry, people tend to cheat the artist with the belief that they cannot do anything, they can't say anything about it, forgetting that when a lot of voices gather together, they will bring you down.
Yeah.
And now that this Iyanya has spoken up about it, I'm pretty sure other people that Ubi has crossed wrongly, if what Iyanya is saying is actually true, they would speak. Yeah, keyword is if. So if other people start to speak up, this Ubi is going to go down for real. Because now he would have to, if they take him to court, if they sue, he's going to have to to pay back of some.
Emma has spoken up, so we're waiting for
all these people that are
just one
speaking up
person,
and spoken up and sparking up. Were they 12 years old when they were signing this thing?
Well, you
I
get
mean,
excited.
forget about that excited. This is not 1960 or 1974. I'm tired of artists coming out 5 years later and saying this and that and that and that and that and that. He cheated me. He gave me $1,000 out of $5 million.
Yes, because
are you an
agreed to it,
illiterate? When you were signing the contract, if you cannot read, give your lawyer to read. That's why there's always a legal team. There are people called entertainment lawyers. If you cannot hire them, find one or find a friend like Literati that went to school to read it. Sure, is your husband. Why didn't you read it for him?
He wasn't Yvonne Nelson then. He wasn't Yvonne then. He wasn't Yvonne Nelson then. He wasn't with me then.
And now, after all the fights and radio interviews, he just dropped a new single. That's Iyanya. So me, I'm tired of all these publicity strategies that comes with artists when they're trying to come back. And then they make a lot of noise to gain attention, and then they drop single.
And
so
I think that we always
I
have
hope
this.
there's some truism in what
We have
they're
this narrative
talking
that
about.
happens a lot with a lot of different artists. Like this Afrobeat is really, really trending. It's really, really hot now. The people literally have to make sure they are looking at their contract like you are looking like for every little detail, every little dot. Because people will sneak little things into the clauses, into stuff. So you have to really make sure you're vetting it.
What's that blind man's name?
Cobalt.
No,
Rachel.
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder can see some of these mistakes. So if he can see it, you can see it as well. We're going to move on to the next topic. Max, what do you have for us?
It's true.
Okay. Yeah, so we're talking about Jumia today. Nigeria's online retailer Jumia to become first African startup on New York Stock Exchange. So, well, anyways, we're moving though. But last year, Jumia actually recorded a huge, loss of over 170 million euros. That's like 192 million dollars. So and now they're going.
Some chief in there.
It's an online.
It's an online store. It's like Amazon. Yeah, but it's just like one
so
of
we
the
don't know
top
the
in
person
Africa.
behind it.
It's two French people came together in
Oh,
Lagos and built the company. So now they recorded a huge loss, and then a lot of things is being happening because they don't really have a perfect communication and process with all the goods and everything that people order online. The way Amazon, across Africa, especially delivering goods. Some places where they don't have those PO boxes or right address and stuff like that. And also the warehouse was also robbed in Kenya, and they lost a lot of money. So now they're going public in New York Stock Exchange. So it's not the pricing of the company. It's not really stated yet though, but it could go over 1.5 billion dollars.
So are you saying it's not a welcome development?
Go away.
Oh my God.
Because we're looking at this is stock exchange. This is New York Stock Exchange. We're talking about highs and people will invest in this.
Which is great because
so are they going to be at a loss?
It's a great thing. It's people are gonna they're aiming at Alibaba. And other huge, online companies.
I used to shop at Alibaba, but them things are fake.
So when it goes public on New York Stock Exchange, you're going to have people investing, and probably they will resuscitate the company.
And
bring it back
Amazon
up
will
there,
buy it. Amazon is going to buy Jumia. And you know that's what's going to... The thing about it, when you get listed on Stock Exchange, it makes you very attractive to
it's the largest and the biggest.
Western businesses. So it could be something that some other company's going to come up and buy. Just like they bought WhatsApp sold to Facebook and Instagram sold to Facebook. A big conglomerate is going to come through it. And I think with traveling, you understand like transportation in Africa and in Nigeria.
Thank you.
It's not the strongest. So Jumia, we can't blame them too much.
Delivery.
Because delivery, sometimes it could be one goat shed in Kong, and then you don't find it. But I think that it's something that it's a work in progress.
And a Senegalese woman, a businesswoman, actually came out and said, because of what you just said, that the reasons that might be challenging for investors, because when they notice that the transportation and delivery system and everything is not really okay, that might not be encouraging for investors.
But will the New York Stock Exchange list it if it was that much of a risk? They wouldn't.
You're right.
They wouldn't. They wouldn't go on the floor.
Yes.
But I heard that MTN Group, that is one of the largest.
They're
about to sell their 600. They're about to sell their share. They're going to make a lot of money from it. So that's
MTN, who are they selling to?
I don't.
Hope it's T-Mobile. Hey, please let it be T-Mobile.
No, MTN is trying to sell their share because MTN is one of the largest shares in Jumia, right? So they're going to sell their shares as they had this IPO now. Yeah, and that would actually prompt other shareholders to sell them. I really. So I don't think that move is.
I really like this, but my thing is, I think we need to also educate our people in Africa about stock exchange because I wished I knew more about it and learned it when I was in school. So instead of some of these subjects that they are being taught in school,
right now,
let's teach our young people about stock exchange because I have one.
Oh, you have stocks?
No, not stock. But
I was like,
I have a share with T-Mobile. So are you guys thinking in future maybe
buying shares?
Buying shares and stuff?
I mean, like with our 401ks and with our
Some people don't have that as well.
Okay, well my 401k, I definitely.
You don't get 401k, hustling left and right. You don't get that. But I really hope that they teach that in school as well. I think it's really important.
And there's a lot of apps now. I don't know. Make sure you're vetting the apps. There's a lot of apps that make it really simplistic for you to invest in the stock exchange.
Of course, yeah.
One of the places that I'm mad that I didn't buy was Netflix. Because there was a point when Netflix went down because they raised the pricing of their subscription, and then boom, look at Netflix now. I would have been a millionaire. I wouldn't even be talking to you.
But sometimes when you see the idea, it really doesn't make sense to you.
Yes, you don't have the knowledge of it. That's why it's good they should teach it in school.
Just like when they sold the shares for Blockbusters.
Yes.
Look at
where's Blockbuster now?
Who is watching
it was hard because even when Uber first, it's all about idea. All about idea. Like everything in the studio right now, the person that made it is probably a billionaire, a millionaire. It's all about idea.
It's a gamble. It's a gamble.
Well, this is a good news. I'm proud of
it. And first African startup as well.
All right, so let's move on to the next topic. Timani.
Yes.
Oh, my brother, what's going on with
in 2019? Sex trafficking is still happening to the extent of a large number of about 20,000 girls in Mali. And the Nigerian government is still struggling to get them out of there.
Yes.
Wow.
Because there's a lot of resistance there right now.
There's a lot of resistance from the Malian mine workers that actually use the girls and solicit the girls. So every time a Nigerian service workers or the workers come and help rescue the girls, they come in droves like area boys. They come in their trucks and in their stuff to make sure that they scare away the peace workers. So it's 20 and some of these girls were kidnapped. Some of these girls were sold a story
deceived,
that they were going to be working overseas. Right. And then a lot of them, even one girl, she was like maybe 14 or 16 and she's pregnant.
My goodness.
She's pregnant. A lot of this sex trafficking thing is such a huge thorn in everybody's flesh all over the world. Yeah. So I don't know what Nigeria is going to do, and I hope when Nigeria gets them back, they just don't throw them on the street somewhere. What are they going to do with these young women?
Yeah. So these girls were took from Nigeria.
Yeah, they were deceived. They actually thought they were leaving the continent, but somewhere they got trapped in Mali. That was
and now they are having sex.
And it's a camp actually. It's like a camp.
And these men go in there and have sex with this. So they don't have girls in Mali.
But I don't know with the Muslim religion, that's the thing about it. With the Muslim religion, I don't know how it is with.
Oh, these men want exotic girls from other countries.
Like
I don't understand what's going on.
It's sex trade, the oldest business in the world.
But we don't have to accept that. You keep, you say that all the time as well. Like it's prostitution and it's sex trade, but we're in a different world.
No, we don't have to accept it. Definitely, I don't agree with accepting it all. I think that it's something that we have to stop because unless somebody is willing to do it, they can willingly do it. But if this is a young children and babies, or why? And also, they're the brokers that I'm really upset at because the brokers sell these like champagne dreams and these caviar dreams to these women, and then you get there, you're gagging, right? Yeah. So it's kind of like, what can we do to make sure these people are vetted? Because when they see all these young girls going on planes, does anybody ask any questions?